Welcome back, everyone. Come on in, and let's begin. But first, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. So we start at Brandy telling Chantel to stay in a child's place. And in confessional, Brandy says she planned this trip for everyone to Vegas. And she's been catching heat from all the ladies, especially Chantel, and now Shoni. And she refused to let this be another night of gang up on Brandy. And then Chantel gonna say, at 31 years old, I am a child? Yes! You are. You act like one. And then she said Brandy was trying to be funny. No, Brandy just tired of you acting like a child. She's so tired of it that she said that that's how you talk to your mama, not to her. And I don't blame her. So then Jackie said, let's be respectful and call Chantel by her name. And Brandy says she has to be respectful too. And then one of Evelyn's bullies, which was Brittany, spoke up and said that Brandy has been having bad energy since they got there. Brittany, you better be glad you were invited. And so Evelyn co-signs what Brittany says, and they said that she had her fingers all in Shoni's face. And then Shoni lies and say, I didn't address it because I don't know what happened. Yeah, you do. Evelyn got in your ear and told you what to do. She wanted you to have a problem with that because you are one of her bullies. So Brenda just gave in and told them they can have it. She didn't even want to talk about it no more. So Brandy apologized to Jackie for calling Chantel a child, and then Chantel decides to leave and Jackie leaves with her. But Chantel tells Jackie to go back to the party, and that's exactly what she did. And in confessional, Chantel is mad once again because she's saying that Jackie didn't take up for her. Well, Chantel, you got Jackie on the radar. She don't know when to speak and when not to speak. You tell her don't speak up for you, but then you get mad and say, why didn't you speak up for me? Girl, you acting wishy-washy and like a little kid. Because that is exactly what a kid do. They pout and they leave the room and they go slam the door. And that's what you did. Just because you didn't get your way. So the next day, Jackie decided to split the group up. And in her group, there was Brandy, Jennifer, Ming, and Denise. And in Chantel's group, there was Evelyn, Ty, and Brittany. And at Jackie's group, Jackie tells Jennifer what Evelyn said about her vagina. And Jen replied, okay, who's married? Case closed. And over in Chantel's group, Brittany bring up how Evelyn said that about Jennifer. And why they're talking about that, I don't know. Because Jennifer hadn't did nothing to you, Evelyn. It's the auntie. But you're giving the energy toward the auntie to Jennifer. So then Evelyn tells Chantel that she thought Jackie was going to throw a table. And she said for herself that she would have lost it. And Chantel agreed with her about Jackie. And I don't understand why Chantel would stand there and listen to Evelyn talk about her mother in a way that make it seem like Jackie don't care enough about Chantel to speak up for her. And Chantel, you already know why Jackie hold herself back from saying too much. But that's what Evelyn do. She plant the seeds. Then we go back to Jackie's group, and Denise and Ming are saying or asking Brandy why did she go in on Chantel like that. I tell you, these women, they act like they wasn't sitting there and that they didn't see what happened. Why Brenda gotta explain that? Y'all was sitting there, y'all know exactly what happened. But either way, Brandy apologized again to Jackie, and Jackie says she's gonna let Brandy and Chantel handle that on their own. So later on that evening, everyone, including Shawnee, meet up at a restaurant for their last night in Vegas. Jackie brought up the question that Ming and Denise asked is that why did Brandy direct her energy toward Chantel instead of Shawnee? But Brandy said that she didn't want to have a discussion in front of the whole group. She wanted to talk to Chantel one-on-one. But then Chantel says it played out in front of the group. You tried to stun me in front of the group, so let's talk about it in front of the group. Well, Chantel, you were acting like a kid in front of the group. So Ty and Denise tries to talk Brandy into apologizing again to Chantel in front of the group. Darn, y'all. She done apologized 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times at least. That's enough. And Brandy says no. If Chantel don't want to go talk, then Brandy is over it. And I don't blame her. Then Chantel had the nerve to say, I hadn't did anything to you, Brandy. You directed your energy for Shawnee to me. You directed your energy for Ming to me. Now let's add Evelyn to that because Chantel has been standing up for Evelyn throughout the whole trip. And then Ming gonna say that she caught some of that too. No, Brenda just got you all the way together, which you deserved. Now let me say this. The only reason all these women are siding with Chantel is because she is going against Brandy. And everybody's mad at Brandy because Evelyn is mad at Brandy. For no reason. They're just following the leader. I got one more thing to say. Chantel, let me give you an example. If someone is about to punch Evelyn in the nose and you jump in front of Evelyn, who gonna get hit? Exactly. You are. So when you chimed in for Shawnee, you got hit. When you chimed in for Ming, you got hit. And Brandy didn't even try to explain it once again because everyone knows what really happened. And I'm going to add Evelyn to that because you've been tramming in and all these little smart remarks toward Brandy just because you feel that Brandy ruined Evelyn's birthday party by inviting Jennifer. No, you all ruined the party if it was ruined because all y'all talk about is Jennifer and she was nowhere around. So Brandy, she just bowed out and said, okay, we're good. And in confessionals, Evelyn is saying that she's shocked that Brandy won't apologize. Well, I'm shocked that you all are acting like y'all hadn't heard all those other apologies that she gave. Then Jackie speaks up for Brandy and says she apologized last night in front of everyone. And Chantel says, why would you apologize to my mom and not to me? Well, Chantel, you being the kid that you are, you forgot you got up and left. But Brandy explains anyway and tells Chantel that it's because that's her mom. Then Chantel wants to know if Jackie accepted her apology. And Jackie says that she's going to let her and Brandy handle that one. Then Chantel says that Jackie is trying to tiptoe around standing up for her. And she said that what are the chances that somebody would come for her and Jackie not stand up for her 3 days in a row until tonight. Well, first of all, Chantel, if Jackie is tiptoeing around standing up for you, It's because she's walking on eggshells because she don't know when to say something and when not to say something. And second of all, the night before, Evelyn cursed everybody that went to the wedding out, including your mom, and she called them fake. And you did not stand up for your mom. Where were you? You were a no-show. Even though you were sitting right there. Then Ty says that Chantel said that she seen Jackie flip out over things smaller and that Jackie didn't step up. So then Jackie says it's not finna be about her and her daughter, that they're not going to talk about it. And while she was saying that, Brittany interjected and talks about it anyway. And Jackie cut her off and said that I like you, Brittany, and I appreciate everything you're saying, but I'm done now. And for them to find something else to talk about. And all I gotta say is, Jackie, you sure being nicer than I would have been. Then in confessional, Brittany says that somebody putting their hands in her face is a violation, and she don't have 30 minutes for this. She have about 30 seconds. This girl is feeling froggy and ain't gonna do nothing. So Brittany and Chantel decides to go to the bar. And Jackie is reminding everyone that she was so glad that Brittany had Chantel's back. And then Jennifer walks in and she speaks to everyone. And in confessional, Evelyn says that she wondered why Brenda didn't tell her Jennifer was coming. Well, Jackie is the one that invited Jennifer. And you got it wrong again, Evelyn. So back at the bar, Brittany is talking to Chantel and she's telling her, talking about her mom saying effing this and effing that. And she said that she respects Chantel, but she don't care who mama it is. Well, I want to know, why do you think that you would get away with talking to someone's mother any kind of way just because you getting away with it for right now? And you said you don't care who mom it is? Okay, bet. Then Jackie says that she has calmed down and that they could talk about other issues, but she wasn't going to force it. And Evelyn said it's sleep, but if you come knocking at my door, I'm going to answer it every time. And then Jennifer says, who you talking to? And she says, you. Then Jennifer says, I don't knock at your door. My life is lit. I don't bother nobody. Then Jackie asks Jennifer, do she know who was threatening Evelyn and could she get them to stop? And Jennifer asks who was threatening her. And Evelyn said, the fake auntie. And Jennifer said she's not fake and that she's not going to talk for a grown woman. And I don't know why Evelyn keep wanting to make this Jennifer's problem that the auntie is coming for her. Then Jennifer says she can talk for herself. She 2 miles away, that she could call her to come. And then Evelyn says, okay, you act like I'm supposed to be scared of her. Then Shoni asks Jennifer, why would she do that? Well, Shoni, Evelyn just called auntie fake. So how else is Jennifer going to prove that she's not fake? And then there Evelyn goes calling Jennifer goofy. And Evelyn, you are a stone cold bully. Then Evelyn says in confessional that Jennifer is encouraging this. Says the person that encourages people to do her bullying for her. Chantel and Brittany returns to the group, and Jackie tells Brittany that she appreciates her for having Chantel's back. And Brittany totally ignores Jackie. So then Jackie says, are we mad? You talk a lot, so say it while we're here. And the first thing Brittany said was, I've never disrespected you. First of all, you disrespected her by keep talking about something that she didn't want to talk about. Second of all, you disrespected her because while she was talking to you just now, you ignored her. And then Brittany tells Jackie that she don't know what her hands in her space was all about, but it's not going to be too many more of that. And to me, that was a threat. Then Jackie said, I like you and I appreciate you having Chantel's back, but I'll put my hands around your neck and I'll ragdoll you. And I say once again, that's something that needed to be said. Then Jackie said, I'm not going to, but you're not going to be threatening me. Absolutely right. And then Chantel says to Jackie, you're going to turn up on her after she turned up on me? Yes! Yes, little girl, yes. So then Brittany be disrespectful again and asked Jackie how many drinks have she had. And Jackie said she was drinking water. So Jackie asked Brittany, how many have you had under your Haddah? Then Brittany says, why are you bringing up my Haddah? Let me tell you something, Brittany. When you start something with someone, the response is always going to be bigger. So if you can't handle the heat, stay out the kitchen. And now they're going back and forth, and Brittany is still disrespecting her, telling her to lay off the drinks. And Chantel is hollering, what are you doing? She's doing the same thing she needs to do to you. So Ty gets Brittany and walk her toward the door, and Jackie tells her, yeah, go on with your friend. And Brittany says, I ain't gotta go nowhere. Ain't nobody scared of you. Okay, here's what I got to say to this. Chantel said she was not afraid of Brandy. Brittany said she was not afraid of Jackie. Evelyn said she was not afraid of Auntie. So they're using this as if they are the victims and that these people are coming for them when really it's the other way around. So then Chantel tells Jackie that you gonna turn up on her and let this bee sit here and talk about me? And Jackie tells her don't call her that. And for some reason, I guess Brittany thought Jackie was talking about her, calling her a bee. And she went off and started cursing Jackie out. Now at this point, Chantel, since you was talking about people switching their energy to you, you should have switched your bad energy toward your mom to Brittany. Because this girl is calling your mother all kind of B's, all kind of MFs. She's telling her she's a bad mom, and she's questioning her parenting, and she disrespected her already by talking about something she didn't want to talk about. And then she disrespected her by saying she was drinking and not answering her when she was talking to her. Girl, that's more than enough for you to go over there and address Brittany, which has turned into Triple H, which stands for Hothead Hoodie, and with all those layers of clothing she got on, which she is disrespecting, you should have peeled her like a banana. But instead, you went to her and comforted her. And that was so disrespectful to your mom. So now, seeing all of this, Brandy feels that Chantel need a hug and she need love. Now, I don't know if she is referring to she need love from Jackie or she just need love right at this moment. But she decides to go to Chantel and apologize once again. And that's being the bigger person and a grown-up. Because she is Jackie's friend and she needs to be good with her daughter. So now Chantel tells Brandy some of her struggles that she's going through. And I say that still don't excuse you to treat some people good and some people bad when no one has done anything to you, especially Brandy. And you're telling Brandy that you will always stand up for your kids. Okay, wait till your kids get your age. Then come back and say that. It's a big difference. And yes, Chantel, some of your trauma could have been when you found out the way Jackie treated your sister. But she's made it and you've made it. So you have to get over some of that. You really might need counseling. You might have the spoiled brat syndrome. So now that everybody sees that Brandy is over there talking to Chantel, here come Phony Shoney and Evelyn. And I think the only reason that they are over there is to not let Brandy outshine them. Because before Jackie noticed that Brandy was over there talking to Chantel and brought it to their attention, all Shoney and Evelyn were trying to do is to make Jackie look like the villain because she jumped over a couch. Now, I do believe that Evelyn really don't like Jackie. And I'll give you 3 reasons why I feel that way. Reason number 1. Even though they probably apologize to each other, Evelyn is still talking about Jackie and her kids. If she cared about Jackie, she wouldn't do that anymore. Number 2. Jackie does not stand with Evelyn and her followers when going up against Brandy. And Evelyn do not like that. And number 3, which I think is the main reason, is when Jackie called her daughter a builder. Evelyn might have forgave her, but she keep playing that in her mind. I don't know if that's something that's that easy to get over. But nevertheless, they do tell Chantel that her mom loves her. But this is all for play because they weren't even trying to go over there to Chantel until they saw Brandy over there. And they went over there and took over. So Phony Shoney and Evelyn tell Chantel that Jackie wants to talk to her. So Jackie walks over to where Chantel is sitting and she asks her what is wrong with her. And Chantel looked at Jackie all crazy and said, "What is wrong with you?" So now they're going back and forth and Chantel decides she don't want to talk anymore. So Jackie kept talking and Chantel got louder and louder and Jackie was trying to make her not be so loud. And then Chantel converted back into a 5-year-old. Because this girl said, "I'm going to tell my daddy." So then Jackie tells her to stop acting like a child. And Jackie don't like that Chantel is going to call her husband. So she decides to walk away because she don't want to act out in front of this group. Now for me, I would have did something totally different. And when she said, "I'm going to call Dad," I would have said, "Girl, I don't care about you telling your dad. I'm going to tell him too. And when you're done filming, I got some choice words for you and Brittany because both of you were over there at that bar crying about nothing. And both of you act like and look like you need to be holding a plastic shovel and a plastic pail. And you're on your way to the playground to play in the sandbox." Now Chantel, you took up for Shoney, you took up for Ming and you took up for Evelyn. I need you to tell me, when did they take up for you? I hadn't seen it yet. Evelyn took up for you in confessional, but that don't count, remember? You told Brandy, since she did all that in front of the group, she needs to apologize in front of the group. So you need to tell Evelyn she needs to take up for you in front of the group. They have not chimed in not one time when you went into it with Brandy. They just sit back and watch the show. And Chantel and Brittany, you both need to remember that what goes around comes around. And that's all I got. Y'all make sure you come on in and join the Cutie Pie gang, because Cutie Pie is going to always tell it like it is.